Right now, we welcome to the show. This is Cody Tucker, who is live from Texas. Cody, good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, man. I'm doing good. How about you?
Cody, we learned a lot from you last week. I learned what break a leg came from, where knocking on wood came from. I learned where robot came from. You were very informative last week. Yeah, thank you, Calvin. I couldn't get that word out.
Thanks, man. I'm trying.
I don't know if you knew, but today's pasta day.
Yes,
maybe we can give some information back to you.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Yeah.
All right, what do you got for us this week?
So I got some rock and roll trivia for you today.
Oh, right up our alley.
All right, perfect. So first one, in the Dire Straits song Sultans of Swing, which I assume you know that song pretty well. All right, so in that song, it mentions a man named Guitar George. So Guitar George, he knows all the chords. That man is a real person named George Young. So George Young was a real guitarist, very, very talented, but never got a lot of recognition. So although George Young didn't get famous, his younger brothers, Malcolm and Angus, did.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I just assumed it was George Harrison. Anytime English people sing about a George or somebody, I just assume
I thought it was just like maybe a local guy or made up thing. Yeah, I didn't realize it was young.
Yeah, I thought it was just made up, like, to fit the song. Yeah. It doesn't mean anything. But yeah, no, it's the older brother of the guys that made AC/DC.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then another one. So the day after Kurt Cobain died, President Bill Clinton was deciding whether or not he should address the nation to talk about the singer's death. So he asked a guest at the White House that day who told him he probably shouldn't address it because it may cause a copycat, suicide.
Right.
That guest was Pearl Jam frontman Eddie Vedder.
Oh.
Yeah. So he convinced Bill Clinton to not talk about it, which is
that smart looking back at it now?
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not like people didn't know it happened. I mean,
that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Did they address whenever John Lennon was shot? Like, did they do that? Like, I wonder.
I mean, that was a huge
right,
story.
But I'm saying,
what about Elvis?
Or Elvis?
Because that was Reagan, right? December 8th, 1980 was when John Lennon was shot.
Yeah, so that would have been Reagan. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Reagan. Maybe. I mean, they addressed it on Monday Night Football.
They did. I recall. Yeah. All right. What else we got?
And then, so the 9 Inch Nails Downward Spiral album was recorded in the same home where Sharon Tate and 3 other people were murdered by the followers of Charles Manson.
Joe said, I'm assuming you knew that, Joe?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I figured that's right up your alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last one I got so Dolly Parton wrote the songs I Will Always Love You and Jolene on the exact same day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jeez.
That's a great day.
Yeah.
You brought up the Sharon Tate thing. I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again the other day. What a great movie that is.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
It's weird because it didn't the previews, I wasn't attracted to it. I just thought it was, I don't know, Tarantino gets a little ridiculous to me every once in a while. And I thought, why is he remaking the Charles Manson story? I had no idea really what I was about to watch. And then when I watched it, I loved it. And watching it again, it's one of those movies you can watch all the time now.
Dude, it makes me wish I would have grown up in 1960s LA.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah. Like you just assume that driving down Hollywood Boulevard, there's young teenage hippie girls that need a ride and are willing to give you some love.
There were.
Yeah. I bet there was.
And sell you an acid cigarette for $1.
All right. Anything else, or is that it for today?
I got a movie one that I just remembered that's pretty interesting. So the person who came up with the script for the movie Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger was Gene Simmons.
Really?
Yeah, he came up with the script for Commando.
That's so weird.
Random. Oh, and then also we got one more. Back in the mid 2000s, Madonna planned on remaking Casablanca with her and Ashton Kutcher. And it almost got made.
I can see that.
That would have been the greatest.
Totally go see that.
People would have lost their minds.
I'm watching Cody Tucker on Instagram, and you can find him on YouTube on his show, The Cody Tucker Show. And you were introducing, I just assume all the girls that you have on are porn stars?
Yeah. Always.
That's a good assumption.
Adult actresses.
Yeah, and it was such a genuine reaction during the interview. The girl picked up her dog and the dog's big belly and privates were all right there. It just scared the hell out of Cody. He goes, I didn't know what you were doing.
Dude, that is the ugliest dog I've ever seen in my life. I was legitimately flabbergasted, which I've never said that word out loud.
Yeah,
now,
it was great.
Yeah.
It was totally great. All right, Cody, thank you. We'll talk to you next week, and find Cody on Instagram and YouTube at The Cody Tucker Show. Thanks, brother.
Thanks, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Thank you.